Namaskar, me Barsha welcome you to another episode of Campus far away from the hustle and bustle of Guwahati city. Sharvame Shaidham, meaning everything is possible, is the motto of the institution I intend to take you to. Well, your guess is as good as mine. I'm right now standing in front of the academic building of Sainik School Gwalpara, which was born on 12th November 1964 on the banks of the mighty Brahmaputra in the then sleepy little town of Gwalpara, which is situated at a distance of 150 kilometers from Guwahati.
It was the beginning of a new dawn in the entire Northeast India. From that infancy stage, Sainik School became a feeder institute for 250 cadets who have joined ranks as officers in National Defence Services, namely Army, Navy and Air Force. Established in a temporary infrastructure, the school finally shifted to the present campus in nearby Rajapara in 1976. Housed in a sprawling campus of 500 acres approximately of greenery land, the administrative block and the academic building depicts a picture of confidence.
The school conducts classes from 6 to 12 with English as the medium of language and affiliated to Central Board of Secondary Education.
There is a constant engagement between the students and the teacher relating to their academic studies, debating and answering questions. Very enthusiastically, the students are involving themselves in taking a chance in answering their teacher.
I hear the classes at Sainik School Gwalpara are lots of fun, excitement, discussions, debates and a lot of questioning. Right now I'm standing in front of class 6A, the junior most class of Sainik School here. Come, let's catch up with the students here. Excuse me sir, can I have 2 minutes of your time please? How are you guys doing? Good? Okay, so tell me what's your name?
I am Cadet Subhroti Chaudhary.
Okay, and where are you from?
I am from Gwalpara, Viewfield.
Okay, and how are you finding school? Is it fun?
Yes.
Fun?
Yes.
Okay.
Karen Lopsang Chongge Kharm.
Okay, and you from?
Tawang Arunachal.
Right, and which is your favorite subject?
Science.
Science. Why?
Because it's nice. Teachers taught me here very nicely.
Okay, and you love school or do you miss home?
And I love this school.
But you miss home too.
Yes.
Tell me, how do you find school?
At the fine school is very beautiful because there is so greenery and it is just fine because there are so many things in the school.
Okay, and what do you play? Do you play sports?
I play football and basketball.
Okay. And who else? You.
My name is Cadet Pranjal Jyoti Das.
Okay, and you're from?
I am from Guwahati, Assam.
Tell me, how hectic does it get here?
I am good.
Let me now find out what do these guys want to do when they grow up, okay? So you tell me, what's your aim in life?
My aim in life is to become an army officer.
Awesome. And you, what's your aim in life?
My aim in life is to become an Indian officer, army officer.
Okay, good luck.
My aim in life is join Indian Navy.
My aim in life is Indian army officer.
Okay, awesome. What's your aim?
My aim in life is army. My aim in life is become NDA.
I want to join in armed force through NDA.
My aim in life is to join NDA.
Okay, so we are done interacting with class 6 students here, a vibrant lot of people and most of them with high hopes, high dreams of joining Indian Armed Forces. We wish them all the best and now move on to our next segment. I have reached the physics lab of the senior most classes. Come, let's interact with the students here. Hello sir. Sir, can I have 2 minutes of your time please? Sir, sir, can you tell me what are they working on?
Actually, these are the instrument based on the Pascal's law. These are called the hydraulic machines. By using this one, we can lift some goods in platform or many other places where it requires actually. And this is called the robotic machine.
Let's find out what it does. So just show me.
I'm Cadet Shomkumar of class 12. Okay. Now this system is known as robotic arm. Okay. It is the hydraulic system and it is based on the Pascal's law. Similar things, it can move horizontally it can move, it can rotate also. And similar type of concepts are used in JCBs or whatever lifters we see today. But only difference is that the size of this and the size of, there is vast difference between this and this. Here we are having both the sides equal. So the amount, if I'm applying 1 Newton force here, then 1 Newton force will be applied here. But in JCB, if the size of this, which we are connecting at our appliances and which is in our control, if it is of 100 times, then if we apply only 1 Newton force here, then the resultant force will be 100 times, that is 100 Newton.
This is name of this instrument is catapult, and this is basically used in ancient time to injure the enemy, and it's work like this. If we
Will it hit me?
no. If we stay this straight, then it will just. This instrument is the weather digital station kit, and through this instrument we can detect the weather of the room temperature and the speed of the wind. This is the function of this instrument.
So let me find out how do these guys find classes here. Okay, okay. So you tell me, how do you find classes here? Is it fun?
Ma'am, it's just fun. We feel like we are future scientists.
That's awesome. And how often do you have classes here?
Ma'am, it's once a week, and practical classes are just, we learn many new things, and we do the practical things which we are taught in the classes.
The day starts with either physical training or NCC training. The school has a group of well-trained physical and NCC instructors to conduct various training activities. Extracurricular activities in physical training, namely athletics, games and sports, and other adventure activities like hiking, trekking, are regularly organized to develop positive outlook and constructive attitude towards life. Sainik School Gwalpara has made remarkable progress in NCC. The school has been sending its cadets for Republic Day parade every year. It is indeed a matter of credit that the cadets of the school have been visiting countries namely UK, Russia, Sri Lanka, Bhutan, Bangladesh, etc. under the Youth Exchange Program every year.
So here I have with me the Chief NCC Officer here at Sainik School Gwalpara, Mr. P.K. Jana. Hello sir, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So sir, I have seen a lot of NCC activities going around in school. So can you tell me more about these activities?
You see, today in this dynamic world where things get changed very quickly, only a person having intellect and confidence can cope up with this world. All our cadets are NCC cadets here. So we have to prepare them to fight the battle of life. As I believe that life is a constant battleground, we give them, besides teaching, various training.
Once the cadets are done with PT or NCC, it is time for a quick bath followed by breakfast.
The boys' mess occupies a place of prominence in the Sainik School Gwalpara infrastructure. It can accommodate approximately 700 cadets at a time. Cadets are served both vegetarian and non-vegetarian food.
One of the most significant events of the day is the morning assembly.
The morning assembly plays a vital role in the life of the cadets. It facilitates the cadets with an opportunity to develop their soft skills.
Now we shall sing school song.
The day's morning assembly is held from Monday to Friday in the school assembly shade, where various activities like school song, thought for the day, word of the day, reading news headlines, prepared speech, extempore speech, book reviewed, etc. are carried out by the cadets of the school. Every day, one cadet from each class, from class 6 to 12, gets a chance to perform. It is attended by the cadets and all the academic staffs.
Immediately after the day's assembly, I have here with me the school captain of Sainik School Gwalpara. Come, let's catch up with him. Hi, so first, what is your name?
So my name is Prasenis Sharma and I'm from Tejpur.
And so you are in class 12. So how bad is the pressure?
There's a lot many pressure, the studies and everything is going on, but still we have to cope up. This is what we call life in class 12.
Correct. And also you are the school captain, which means you have additional responsibilities apart from your studies. So how do you cope with it? How well do you cope with it?
Okay. And if you say like this, then it may happen something like a pressure, but still I'm coping up with it, and even my studies are more important, so I'm concentrating much on studies, but still I have to take this as an additional responsibility because the authority have believed in me and I'm doing my duty.
What is your aim in life? What do you plan to do after your 12th?
Okay. From childhood onwards, I had a dream of joining the Indian Air Force, as I wanted to touch the sky and I wanted to see myself as a fighter pilot. So as my uncle is a retired Air Commodore BC Talukdar, who was also an alumnus of this great institution. So he have motivated me always, so I have to prove him. So let's see, let's hope.
Okay. And so you have been in Sainik School Gwalpara for how many years?
It's been 6.5 years.
Okay, so what is that one thing you're going to take from Sainik School Gwalpara when you go out from here?
I'm going to take the memories, all the sweet and bitter memories which I passed over here. It was just amazing over here and we'll miss this school very much.
So here I am finally with the senior most class of Sainik School Gwalpara with the big boys of class 12. So let's see what they have to tell me more about them. You tell me, what's your name?
My name is Cadet Shubham Kumar.
Okay, and you're from?
I am from Bihar.
Okay, and just a few more months left for you, right? How many months more?
6 months more.
You counting your days too?
Yes.
Okay. So tell me, what are you going to take from Sainik School Gwalpara when you leave this place?
I want to take all the memories of here with me.
Had a great time here?
Yes, so it was wonderful to stay here for 6 long years and 1 more year to go.
All the best to you for your future. Okay, so you tell me what's your name?
Kenur Akash Bora.
And you're from?
I'm from Nagaon.
And so tell me, what do you want to do after 12th?
I'm actually planning to join the National Defence Academy. So we are preparing for the entrance that is going to be held on August.
Okay. All the best for that. And so you guys watch movies here? Yes. Okay, you tell me, what movies do you watch?
All the English action movies.
And do you do it secretly?
Sometimes in the athletic field.
You tell me, what do you want to do, your aim in life?
My aim in life is to join NDA, and by NDA I will go in army only.
Okay. And you tell me the best thing you have had here, the best memory you have had at Sainik School.
We are left with only 7.5 months. So let's enjoy our last few moments. And it's not a thing that only we are having particular memory. The last 6 years, each a memory for me.
That's great. All the best for your future. Okay. And so you tell me, how are you preparing for your 12 boards? How bad is the pressure? You're in class 12, you need to go, run around, study.
Pressure is actually very high because we have to prepare for UPSC also, as well as for the CBSE board also. But actually we are giving our totally focus on UPSC, because if you are able to clear UPSC, then of course the CBSE is later on. So our total focus in UPSC.
So what do you guys do for fun? Do you guys sing? Do you dance? Do you play? What do you do?
Yeah, we do dance, we do sing, but of course now we are prepared with a song, so which we all have composed, and it is mainly basically the life of Sainik School. So it is a modified version of genre of Jubin Garg.
Godur piti kori dorute jai din duroloi pitir pasot গা ধুই উঠি কাপোৰ পিন্ধি পেট পূজা কৰি এছেম্বলিৰ পাছত ক্লাছত আহি টোপনি কেলো।
So I'm finally here at the art club of Sainik School Gwalpara, which is one of the hobby clubs here. A room full of wonderful paintings out here. Just look at this. This is about preservation, about green environment, promoting green environment. And then we have more sketches here, beautiful ones. And here, look at this. This is so intricate, so detailed. And so many more. And again, about peace, about the two doves out here. Very, very, very nice paintings.
Ma'am, these paintings are entirely done by our cadets in the eve of Christmas or any occasion that our school organizes painting competitions on World Environment Day, Anti-Tobacco Day, and also these paintings are. So recently, we had gone to the Kalakshetra. There was a painting competition that was organized by Times of India Group in collaboration with Guwahati Municipal Corporation. So there, our cadets, 50 of our cadets had gone there, and our school bagged the overall trophy for being the best school there.
The list doesn't end here. There are 15 more clubs to go for. Among the various hobbies at Sainik School Gwalpara, I hear the music club is one of the most preferred ones. Am I right, guys? Yes! Okay, like you can hear me, these guys are a group of young, vibrant, enthusiastic cadets waiting to perform for us the school song, which has been written and composed by ex-student, Wing Commander retired Atul Chandra Rajkhwa. But before I question them more on their musical skills, let's find out if they're really good at it. Okay guys, all the best, and now let's listen to the school song. Can you hear that? Well, I do, and that's the call for games and sports.
If you are not tough mentally and physically, Sainik School Gwalpara is not the right place to be. It's obligatory to be a part of the physical activities. The school boasts of 3 football fields, 5 volleyball courts, 4 basketball courts, 1 hockey ground, 1 handball ground, 2 tennis courts, 1 athletic ground, 1 gymnasium hall, parasailing ground, obstacle ground, and a firing range.
It has been observed that the number of students getting into Sainik School Gwalpara from Assam has gone down over the years. So what do you think are the reasons responsible for it, and what do you intend to do to attract more students from Assam?
It's because the number of students who apply for the Sainik School Gwalpara at its entry point, that is at 6th standard, is quite less, particularly for the rural areas. To give you an example, we receive around 500 applications for about 105 seats, whereas in the similar cases in other states, they receive around 10,000 applications. This is because the rural areas, notwithstanding whatever kind of publicity that we do through the media and other resources, rural area are not aware of this exam procedures and this time. This we have discussed with the state government, and they are actually agreed to promulgate these details through their channels to all the pre-primary and primary schools all over Assam.
Sir, can you give me details of your admission procedure here?
Yes, we have, as in all Sainik schools, 2 entry points for admission, the class 6th and class 9th. And for class 6, the child should have 10 to 11 years of age as on 1st July of that year of admission. And for 9th standard, the child should be of 13 to 14 years of age as on 1st July in that year of admission. Okay. And for the 6th standard child, he will have to undergo the test and interview. These are promulgated to give you the timelines. By October onwards, the prospectus and application forms are available in the school till December, first week of December. By end of December, you need to submit all the application. The exact date vary year by year, but first week of December is the last date, is the last week for submission of all the applications. And the first Sunday of January 14th is going to be the entrance test. For the 5th standard students, there will be 2 papers. One paper which contain the English language and mathematics for about 2 hours, and 50 minutes of intelligence test, which is the second paper.
there is a huge chunk of students who come from different linguistic zones from all over India. So how difficult does it get on your part to ensure smooth adaptability on their part?
It's a good challenge actually. It's a great challenge for children having different socio-economic background, different linguistic background landing up here. But you see, the stock of the children are good. The inherently children are very good. So we put through this kind of regime in the school, wherein various kind of activities which focus on to their English speaking ability. They graduate from very novice and raw child to an ability to converse in English. Then they acquire the ability to the real proficiency in speaking English through various kind of exercises which are designed for this, and also a lot of other activities.
Thank you so much, sir, for your precious time. We really wish Sainik School Gwalpara touches great heights in the near future.
Thank you.
Sainik School Gwalpara is one of the 24 Sainik schools in the country administrated by Sainik School Society under Ministry of Defence, Government of India. Principal, the Chief Executive and Academic Head of the school, he is assisted in his responsibilities by the Headmaster and the Register, who heads the academic and administrative wings respectively of the institution.
Sainik School Gwalpara is a special school. Here the cadet, we look for all-round development of a cadet. So if the main focus is of course academics, then we try that he excels in all kind of activities, so that when he passes out from the school, he is ready to take on any challenge in the life. And this is possible with the help of a motivated lot of teachers. We have teachers who have got CBSE Best Teachers Award. We have among us now a teacher who got President's Award last year. And here teachers do their job 24/7. The housemasters are busy in the houses looking after them, looking after the students' welfare. Then we have got a motivated lot of teachers who teach them, the subject teachers and the class teachers. We identify those cadets who are a bit weak in different subjects in the beginning, and special care is taken for them. We don't call them weak students, we call them slow bloomers. And the subject teachers give them extra homework, it is checked, extra classes are taken, so that they come up to other students, come up to the level of other students. And that is basically the secret of this 100% result that we are getting.
All the senior officials are from the Indian Defence Services. The teaching staff being 28 and 89 in non-teaching staff adds up to 117 staff members altogether.
The registrar's duties encompasses mostly the administrative aspects of the school. Our primary duty is to assist the school in all its training activities, facilitate maintenance of building, fooding, lodging, all those aspects are looked after by the registrar. As a registrar, being an ex-student, firstly, it makes me aware of all the loopholes, all the areas of concern. So that way, it is an advantage to be an ex-student and work as a registrar. And at the same time, it's a privilege and honor for the person to work here after passing out from the same institution. As far as disadvantage is concerned, I believe the location per se is a challenge. Otherwise, I don't find much of a difficulty in working in the same environment where I have studied.
It's another morning, another day. Time to say goodbye. I had an absolutely delightful time here at Sainik School Gwalpara, which I shall remember for a long time. If the world is a stage, Sainik School Gwalpara has played its part by producing leaders in different spheres of life who have proven to be an asset to the society. With that, I wind up today's show. Thank you so much for joining me. Namaskar.
Aka